The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has said that God is wonderful. He said that what Nigerians rejected before, they are now begging for it. The IPOB leader said that in 1967, they all rejected restructuring, known then as Aburi. Gowon North and South West came together in a genocidal war against Biafrans that stood for restructuring. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made this known via his Twitter handle. He said Elohim is wonderful. Everyone who fought against restructuring are now begging for it. He added the Southwest, North Central, plus Gowon, Danjuma and Obasanjo are all begging for restructuring. Isn't Elohim wonderful? And that was what he tweeted on his Twitter page, saying in 1967, Gowon, North and Southwest rejected restructuring, known then as Saburi, and a banded together in a genocidal war against Biafrans that stood for restructuring. Today, Southwest, North Central plus Gowon, Danjuma, OBJ are begging for restructuring. Isn't Almighty wonderful? The only option is well, it has taken them so long to do that, and some people don't even want it. The painful aspect of the whole thing is that even the one Nigeria, those who are, because some people, there are some people who do not really want that restructuring because they are really afraid of it. Like I always say, we have three options before us that we can really pick and choose. And if we want to be sincere and work with it sincerely, this issue of a one Nigeria, if you do the right thing, of course, everybody will be satisfied. But if you don't do the right thing, people will clamor for restructuring. That restructuring now that was done before the war. But at the end of the day, that was truncated. Now they don't even want to hear the restructuring. And if you don't want restructuring and the one Nigeria you talk about is not working for people, then people must resort to break up. And that breakup, they don't even want to hear it. Then the question is that what do you want? How do you want the country to go? How do you want the people to govern themselves? You say on this one Nigeria, and yet is we have tried it for how many decades? See where it has landed us. And some people are still saying no, it has to be that one Nigeria, which is not going to work out. Maybe the escape route will be the restructuring, which they are not even interested in that. They are not interested in that because the government of the day is trying everything possible not to make it work. They talk about it they talked about it in their manifesto, and every now and then they will do window dressing forming committee that some people are in charge of the committee of restructuring. They are just trying to buy time. They are not ready for it. All na scam. That is why all the promises they made to Nigerians, they've not been able to fulfill them. So if really they want to go with the they want to go the way of restructuring, which they have in their manifesto, they would have done it. But they are just pushing and pushing it. Initially they say, oh, they don't have anything like that, not until some people say no, 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 no. But that's what you have in your manifesto, that you are going to do this, you are going to do that. And that is the problem I always have when it's time for election. They don't even say have a particular forum to say, okay, let people come and ask questions, let people come and tell us what they really want, not you telling them what they want to, what they want or what you want to do for them. Because at the end of the day, even what you promise you want to do for them, you will not even do it. And that is why they will tell you, oh, some people just did the campaign. I wasn't there. I was not aware of the campaign. I didn't say so. Some people said something on my behalf. And that's why they start pushing a lot of things. They are not sincere. All those people who have led us, who are still leading us, they are not sincere. That is the fact about it. And a lot of people have really positioned themselves that any government of the day, they want to align with any government of the day so that they will continue to get their own personal gain at the expense of the rest people. Now he said they are begging for restructuring, but that restructuring, some people have said that restructuring will not still happen. So where do we go from here? Some people don't still want that restructuring. Someone says here that we only need Biafra restoration. That is the only best way out for Easterners. It is too late. We will be too focused to be distracted with this gimmick. First motion for independence was also done by A.G. Awolowo, Southwest and Midwest through Anthony Henauru, Bode Thomas, etc. It was Continuation Ojukwu adopted in Aburi, Ghana. After losing so many of her brothers, you come back to accept our report. Please, 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 God is working our freedom for us. OBJ and Gowon and the opportunity to restructure Nigeria, but they refuse only to start making noise from outside. I beg, we are leaving your one indivisible Nigeria for you guys to avoid later after Buhari leave office. He will join to agitate for restructuring. God is not a man. 50 years later, they come to beg for restructuring. I think it's too late. We need Biafra now or nothing more. Our leaders should stand their ground for his prayer answered. Even the restructuring, like I said, some people don't want that restructuring. If that's what you think, they don't want that restructuring in the first place. They don't want it. They don't want it. This one Nigeria, the way they are manipulating and everything, that is what they want. Most especially the people from the north. And the unfortunate thing there is that the southerners are the ones even helping them. They are the ones helping them, but all of them now, they've been receiving one shame or the other, or one shame or the other. Look at all of them that stood their ground, that this and this and this and that. See what is happening to them. In the first term, they deceived all of them. They gave them appointments. In the second term, like this, they stripped them off. That is, it's there for you to see. They stripped all of them off. They will say, oh, we are accommodating, we are this. All the more noise they were making, then, oh, in their first tenure, oh, this and this and this and that. Some people don't know how to play politics. See them now. Those who stood and played the politics, see what is happening to them now. Because they believe that giving them appointment is, is secured, is good for their people. And they are just deceiving them, and the people themselves are allowed, they've given themselves to be deceived. Because if you don't want somebody to deceive you, you will have to stand for your rights, stand for the truth at all time. Because those who are benefiting from your region, they are just few individuals. Then what is the fate of the rest of the people? That is what we have been talking about. So those who know how to play the politics, how is their life better now? How has it favored them? You can see we are all witnesses to all those things that are happening. So the restructuring, they don't want it. If you think that they want restructuring, they don't still want that restructuring. Those who are begging for the restructuring, like somebody said, it's too late, because they will not even agree to that unless something drastic will really happen. Someone says, our people die for Biafra. All we want is Biafra. Too late, Biafra land or nothing else. God is making Biafra come quick. We don't want restructuring. This rising sun is setting. We will soon go to our promised land. And someone says, let Nigeria be restructured for Southwest, North Central, and the owners of Nigeria. Give us the Southeast and South that needs it, Biafra. Even the South, I'll just encourage the Southeast. Don't even try to put anybody who does not want, or any state or region who does not want to join you people. It's not by force. Leave them. The South, stop putting South, because they're not even ready. The division in the South is even bigger than what Nigeria is experiencing. I can tell you that for fact. How many people do they have there? How many languages? How many culture do they have there? If it is 3 people, or it's only the Southeast, how many states? It's enough. Only the 5 states is enough. They are even more than some other African countries. What are we talking about? Just concentrate on your Southeast. Forget all the South, because they are not ready. They are not ready, because they will come and tell you this and this. Just forget them. Because I know that the Southeast, they have, large numbers of people who really want them. Of course, everybody might not want the Biafra, and even from the Southeast people, but I can say categorically 95%, if not 98%, of people from the Southeast want Biafra. So concentrate on your people. Forget any other person. If they say they want to join, good and fine. Carry on. But stop including them. They are not ready. Stop including the South, because we've been hearing a lot of things coming out from there that they don't want to join. So stop bringing them in, which I don't even understand. Whether it is 2 states, or they can have their own country. How many millions does it take to have a country? I beg, let's focus on the Biafra people. Someone says, God is wonderful, my brother. What Ojukwu saw how many years ago, they are just realizing it now. That shows the kind of leaders that we have, that have presided over this country since 1960 till now. It's selfishness and greed and tribalism and politics of bitterness they are playing here and there. That is why they are doing all of these things. Someone says, we are a moving train. Their kingdom will fight itself. Is today that Gowon knows, is it today that Gowon knows that Indigbo are marginalized? My fathers fought for Biafra, not restructuring, okay? Let them go restructure their North Central, their North, this and that, Southwest. And someone says, Elohim is indeed a wonderful God. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this. In my opinion, I don't think they even want that restructuring, because they've been dragging this restructuring, which has been a big problem to them as well. They prefer this one Nigeria, this divide and rule. So, in my opinion, even those who are begging for the restructuring, they are not even in position to do anything. They are not in position to do anything. But when they were there, they didn't listen to anybody. Now, they are not empowered. They are not crying for restructuring. And someone says, even Buhari, if he leaves today now, he will start to cry for restructuring as well. But unfortunately, I don't even know what to even say, when it comes to Buhari case. Let's even park that one aside. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning what Nnamdi Kanu said, that those who are begging for restructuring now, that they didn't want it initially, but now they are begging for it. Leave your comments below and let us have your take. Thank you.